When I first came to Syracuse University, I had no clue who Floyd Little was. My first interaction with him was, it was unforgettable. Honestly, I remember walking to the athletic department, just trying to get some work done, and he saw me, and I was just a small kid at that time. I was a freshman, probably skinnier than I am now, and he just simply asked me how I was doing. He asked me about where I was from. He asked me about what sport I played, and I think like just being a kid that was overwhelmed with school, with trying to fit in and make new friends, and uh, just trying to be a functioning adult on my own. It was really nice just to have somebody just ask me how was I doing. And Floyd has always been really genuine, and from that moment on, we just kind of really developed a really good relationship with each other. And he would seek me out, I would seek him out whenever I had time, and we just had a lot of great conversations. I mean, Floyd's legacy, it's very diverse. I mean, from what you can see that he did on the field, being one of the best football players of all time, and just being so dominant at the running back position, that will always live with him. But I think for people that are my age and people that didn't know him as Floyd Little, the Syracuse University running back, or the player in the NFL, just knowing him as a mentor, I think the one thing that will last forever is just we always remember how his character was unmatched. He was just the friendliest person in the room. He was always outgoing. The first thing that you'd see when you look at him is him smiling ear to ear. He was always happy. And the one thing that really stuck with me, which is getting a little like emotional thinking about it, but Floyd, he had a way of making you feel special, even through not knowing you too much, but he had a way with his words which made you feel like you meant something to the world, and you were destined for greatness, no matter if he knew the path that you were on or he didn't. He had a really good way of encouraging you and letting you know that everything's going to be okay, and that everybody has their own destiny in life. And I think, if it wasn't for him and all those talks I had my freshman year, sophomore year, and junior year, and even just him texting me good luck at NCAA's, like my life could have turned out pretty different. I might not have accomplished a lot of the stuff that I did for the school. There's so many times where I was overwhelmed, or where I felt like the cards were stacked against me, and Floyd always just brought it together. There's so many conversations between with Floyd, and I always used to see him with Herm Frazier. I know you know Herm, and man, those guys were my mentors. Like he's like a family member to me. He's like an uncle, and I remember the both of them. I remember talking about NCAA's and getting really close to it and telling them the reason why I messed up and stuff before I became an individual champion. And I'd always say to Floyd, I would just be like, I hope that I can win next year. I'll hope that I can do this. And he was one of the people that told me that, you can't just keep saying, I hope to do things. You just have to put it in your mind that you're going to do it, and there's no excuse for you not to do it. And that completely changed my whole outlook when I went to go race at some of these big races in NCAA's. I think even bigger than NCAA's, when I went to World Champs, nobody expected me to make the final. I think it was even a surprise that I made it there in the first place. And I made it to the final even when I wasn't supposed to, but it's because I had that same mindset that he instilled in me. Just, you got to set what you want to do, and just make sure that there's no ifs, ands, or buts, and just find a way to accomplish it. And, stop leaving it to hope, and just go out there and do it. So that's one of the things that stick with me.